13.7 million. Yeah, and that month I got a $500 short fund. People want to see sincerity, you know?
And that's fully automated as well.
Yeah, I have one guy doing everything. It's the TikTok generation. I started, I think, 5 months ago. Started with the money-making niches. Everyone started out, and then I was like, I don't really like the quality of the videos. I would not watch it myself. So did some rebranding and started with some new niches. Because otherwise, it's also hard to play the long game. You need to enjoy what you make and build a great team. So I made that switch. So I think switching is good. It's part of the process. If you would know in advance what would work, life would be too easy.
Exactly. I like the point you said about making content that you would actually enjoy watching yourself. If you're doing something just to money grab, you're gonna burn out very quickly.
The money-making niche, most of the time you will cover the same topics that were covered many times before. People will watch it like for a couple of minutes, but you will never hit like a high retention, in my opinion.
So where are you at with the whole YouTube thing?
I have like a couple of channels. So first I had the money-making channel. That one is almost monetized because the videos online are still getting views. Once it's monetized, I will rebrand it to an idea I already have that has a lot more potential. I also have a shorts channel, 2.5 months old. It's at 64K subs right now, so that's growing pretty nicely, averaging around 20 to 30 million views a month.
Wow.
It's pretty good. I tried uploading the full videos to the shorts channel. That's like disconnected now, you know, full content and shorts.
Yeah.
Actually, this week, the guy tweeted that they're working on bridging the two together. If that connection is going to be made, I'm going to try publish full videos on the shorts channel eventually, because it's already monetized. I make profit like 1,500 a month.
Just from the shorts?
Yeah, the shorts fund. Like last month, I get 1,300.
Wow, amazing.
How many channels do you run?
I just have my main channel, and the second channel I started 3 months ago. It's not going that well, the second channel, to be honest. I've been now focusing more on the main channel, uploading here more consistently, and I'm really trying to figure out the retention game, because retention is so closely correlated to the amount of views you get. We hear like Mr. Beast and everyone talk about it, but once you actually make a video that has a high retention, it gets featured more in the browse. I've been actually now considering more really good videos, but on the main channel. Really trying to figure out this whole YouTube thing on one channel first, and then like once I figure that out, then I can like branch out to other channels as well.
It's a better choice.
I think so too, because like if I'm spreading myself thin, I'm not really putting enough energy into either one.
I think that's a good choice, and especially with the YouTube automation niche.
The keyword is really good. It has some crazy search volume, like 700,000-800,000 per month, and the competition is nothing.
You're like creating like a spider web, you know, with all your videos. They're all linked together.
I was watching this interview today with Mr. Beast and CoffeeZilla. He mentioned something very interesting. It's like when someone stumbles upon your channel and they watch one video and they're like, wow, and it doesn't just end there. Your content needs to be as in like, oh, there's another one. Oh, and there's another one, another one.
That's the effect you want. Most people, when they watch, for the YouTubers watching this, when people watch your video, they go, okay, that was good, but like that's enough of you for the day. Like it was all right, right? Whereas what you want is them to go, holy crap, that was crazy. Oh my God, what's that? Holy crap, that was crazy. Oh my God. And they watch 10 videos, not one, and then need like a week break because it was so that they have to recharge. You know what I mean?
And that's what's called session time. What YouTube wants is they want you to click and watch as long as possible, because that's how they make all their money, right? They sell eyeballs.
Before we start with the script and the video, of course, we will have the title and the thumbnail ready, so we can really optimize a video hook that it matches what the viewer clicks on. Otherwise, then you see like the hockey stick drop in the beginning. You need to test it out, what works. There are so many elements that you can use. It takes time to figure out what's the success formula for your own channel.
About the hockey stick thing in the beginning of the video, the first like 15 seconds, for a long time, I was following the whole Mr. Beast advice, as in like, you need to reaffirm your title. So let's say my video is how to dropship on Amazon. I would say like, I'm going to show you how to dropship on Amazon. And I'd see a huge like stick and I wouldn't understand why. And then recently I made a video, it was called An Honest Conversation About YouTube Automation.
People like that, I think.
Yeah. And in the first 6 seconds, I was like,
I recently started a YouTube automation channel, and oh boy, it's not all rainbows and unicorns. Let me tell you why.
And the retention there was like 70% all the way up to 30 seconds.
But I think I know why. Some gurus selling courses and spamming you, it's easy. They're only showing their big wins. Probably some people start based on it and they think it's harder than they thought. And then they finally see your video. There's another guys finding it more difficult. For me at least, like I'm 3-4 months in and I already expected way more success than when I started.
So it's like more relatable kind of.
Yeah, and it's more real, especially when you're having a personal channel. People want to see sincerity, you know?
You see, this is the thing. This coaching session turned the other way around.
I like it as well, man. I just like to talk with like-minded people.
Likewise, man.
Trying to figure their own thing out.
We should create a Discord channel or something.
There are a lot of people that want success, but they don't want to push through, you know? So I think it should be only a group for very motivated people.
100%. Before we accept anyone, we should have like a call.
Yeah, that should be fun to me. It's like this, relax a little, have a talk and share some insights about YouTube that you came across. Sometimes you can also just check in like, am I right here or am I completely wrong? And
yeah, 100%. Mr. Beast also said is like, if you're doing it yourself, you need to make like 100 mistakes. But if you have 10 people and they all share, you'll get there like 10 times faster, basically.
Yeah.
You do this full time and you don't have a job or anything like that.
I live from my other company. I was like account manager 3.5 years ago. I had like the typical office job. Every morning it was a coffee machine. Yeah. How was your weekend? Yeah, it was pretty short. Every Monday. Well, after 6 months, I was like, this shit. I was like, I'm out.
The question I'm asking myself right now is the trade-off between quantity and quality. Do you invest 1,000 euros into a crazy ass video, or do you invest 200 into 5 videos?
You need to find some sort of balance. It's better to post video for 80% good than not post at all.
I think if we would have asked the same question to Mr. Beast, he would have said go hard on one video.
Yeah, but he has a different budget.
That's true.
Yeah, not a small one. We need to balance between quality and quantity, but also what kind of budget. I'm paying for the video 125 to 150, and it's like a 15 minutes video, and I like it. And if I compare it to the channels in my niche, it's at the same level or maybe even better. There's one thing you need to do is beat them and you will get their views.
You don't do any of the steps yourself, you outsource everything.
I check the analytics, you know? I will send them reminders when they're not saying anything for the day. I will make sure the whole team is going. Sometimes I see a fun video and I'm like, hey, that's a nice idea to also cover. What do you do yourself? Like which kind of steps?
For my main videos, I try to write the script. Once you start to understand this whole algorithm thing, you start to realize that only certain types of videos get the views. For example, in my kind of niche thing, tutorials get views. I can make a video talking about like YouTube automation tutorial, that's going to be a 1 out of 10, guaranteed. I can make something exotic, which I'm gonna think is really good. No one's gonna watch that shit. You feel like you are repeating yourself when you're doing the same content. There's only so many tutorials I can do.
Basically 1 or 2, because the steps will remain the same.
That's the thing.
How did your honest opinion on the YouTube automation perform?
This was a very surprising video for me. There was no preparation for the video. I just wrote down a couple of bullet points. I turned on the camera and I just improvised the whole way through. And then like a week later, that video gets picked up by the algorithm and now it's like at 1.2 thousand views.
But then it's pretty easy what to do from here, right?
Well, is it?
You need to double down on what works. It's pretty clear to me why it worked better, because you're talking from your own experience. It's not a script, but from your honest experience, which people can relate to. I think you should ride that train, you know. During the whole process, building your channel, a lot more challenges that you're facing. Basically every challenge or every update or anything is a video.
That's a good idea. And I was thinking about that. I don't really like the idea of being a person who is a fucking guru. What I like instead is like, hey, I'm doing this, it's hard, here's like what I understood from it. I think that could work as well, but it doesn't always work.
Why not? I think people get sick of those flashy gurus, you know?
I think so too.
They've seen them, they are in every niche because people are like
skeptical.
Yeah, 5 years ago people haven't heard of it. Now people know and they get suspicious. And I think with sharing honest opinion about things, people can relate with you. If you then say, hey, are you facing the same challenges? Let's have a coaching call. You should just focus on what works. More people can relate to the honest journey that you're having.
So for the 10-minute video, the top 10% of videos have a 61% or higher retention. So if you can get a 10-minute video at a 61% retention, you're gonna be in the top 10%.
That's the goal. The intro, the first 30 seconds, you need to hit at least 80% or 85.
What do you think about videos now in the first like 5 seconds? the scene changes like this. Everyone is doing it.
Yeah, of course. It's the TikTok generation. Man. It's horrible.
I get like overstimulated. I'm like, holy shit.
Making longer content can be even more challenging if your audience is like young people. Your retention will probably be, I think it will be lower because of it.
I think so too. The whole generation has a lower attention span because the content is becoming more snappy. Anything over like 3 seconds is like, I don't know, do I want to watch that? Like,
We know how it was before TikTok, but imagine when you're growing up right now and the first app you're using is TikTok. So your brain right away gets like fried, and then you need to go to school, sit for 45 minutes listening to the teacher. That's not possible, like never.
I hate shorts.
Yeah, well, they work. I don't watch them myself, but you're getting a lot of views. So I started uploading on June 10th, 13.7 million.
Get the f*** out of here.
Yeah, and that month I got a $500 short fund.
And that's fully automated as well.
Yeah, I have one guy doing everything. So in June 13.7 and July 31.7. I gained 35k subs in July. YouTube want to keep up with TikTok.
How much are you paying the guy if it's not a secret?
250 a month. But he's uploading 5 a day.
And he's just cutting it up.
He's sometimes using stock footage. He's sometimes using the voiceover we have. He didn't miss one upload. And it's all about consistency.
My most viewed video has 31,000 views and the average RPM is 22 euros. I started monetizing it last year and that video alone has generated 680 euros. It's crazy. I posted it 2 years ago. I started monetizing a year ago, and over this year, like, I didn't touch that video. It made 680.
That's the goal.
All the traffic there is search.
I'm following some guys on Twitter that are doing like thumbnails and they grow YouTube channels. You basically need to make the content that your competitors are making, but maybe you need to have a slightly different angle. So I'm now checking out what kind of videos got a lot of views lately. Then I'm trying to make same sort of video, but a different angle or a different topic. There's a big chance YouTube will recommend you because very related to each other. You need to try things.